The multidisciplinary discharge routine has 7 sections. In this video, I'm going to concentrate on the third section, the discharge medication reconciliation section. To enter into reconciliation, I'm going to click on the blue Edit button. This launches us into AOM, or Ambulatory Order Management. The system automatically opens up to the patient's home medications, which were reconciled at the time of admission. Also on this page, we see that the patient has 8 current inpatient medications. I'll address the home medications first. We'll notice that we have 3 options. We can continue medicines, stop medicines, or renew or write a new prescription for medications. In this case, I'll address each medication individually. The acetaminophen I'll continue. Even though that's an over-the-counter medication, by doing so, I make sure that the acetaminophen is on the patient's reconciliation list and therefore presents the most accurate picture of the medications the patient takes. This lisinopril is grayed out. That's because it had an unknown strength at the time of admission, and I had replaced it with another form of lisinopril while the patient was in the hospital. I'm going to stop this medication and give the patient a new prescription from the medication that she was on in the hospital. I'm going to continue the other medications except for the Zocor. The patient is out of this medication and needs a new prescription. I'll click Renew. The system will automatically take me to a prescription pad. I'll fill out the details that are needed to give the patient the prescription, in this case, a quantity. I'll type 60 and hit Return. I'll click Save, and the system returns me to the Reconcile page. I've now finished the reconciliation on the home meds. I'll now address the inpatient meds. We'll notice that some medications are already grayed out, including the ciprofloxacin, which is an IV medication. The only medicine that I wish to continue from the inpatient side back to the outpatient side is the patient's lisinopril. This is the dose I believe the patient should be on long term, and that's why I had stopped the one that was on her home med list. I'm going to click Convert. The system will present me with yellow colored fields, which designates that I need to give further information. I'll click on Quantity. In this case, I'll also type 60 and hit Return. And then the system also needs to know which type of the medication to provide. The last part of reconciliation is when I need to give the patient a new prescription. In this case, I'd like to send the patient home on some oral ciprofloxacin to continue the therapy that was started on the inpatient side. I'll type Cipro, and I'm going to choose a 250 BID, and it's already set up for 14 days. This is in my favorites, and it's a common form of medication that I prescribe. I'll hit Select. This prescription is now added to the list. I've now completed the reconciliation process, and I can move on to the printing of prescriptions. I'll click OK, and this takes me to a review screen. On this screen, I can see the actions I've taken with all of the medications of the patient. I'll put my PIN in, and the system defaults to save and print. Please see separate educational materials on the details of how to print prescriptions and how to transmit e-prescriptions.